You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Right, Chris.
Alrighty, good evening. How the devil are you? Welcome along. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, good day, goodbye. Hello. Wherever you are in the world, one of those will apply to you. Right, let me just try and get myself shaped up a little bit. I just had a bit of a last minute, I think that's going to be as good as I'm going to get it, to be honest with you. Had a bit of a last minute panic, I'm not going to lie. All to do with how I was going to watch it. But I got there eventually. The wonders of modern technology. This is LTID TV1 from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for joining us live on YouTube, if that is how you're watching, or via LinkedIn or Twitch. Please join in with the show and add your comments in the chat to that side there, whatever that is, the way you're looking at it. And if you're watching on catch up, add your comments below. Welcome also if you're listening rather than watching on wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, you can follow us on all the main socials. It's LTID TV. And tonight's show is, of course, the watch along. We are playing Palermo. And I've been practicing I want to say Palmero for some reason, because I know that in Italy. But this is Palermo, not Palmero. Yeah, it's that one there. We'll call them the Italians, shall we, as we go along. Hope you can hear me okay. I can say I always never know because my mic's on and off like a bride's knickers on a wedding night. How the devil are you? The team, well, it looks like it's going to be a 4-3-3, or you could say is a 4-1-2-2-1. I guess is the nearest thing that you can say to that. And Manson is in goal. The team is going across the bottom, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Let me just do that. Manson in goal. Ricardo, Cody, Ockley and Justin across the back. Winks in that holding midfielder role with Ndidi and Samari either side of him. Fataru on the right, Mavididi on the left, where we would expect them to be, and Daka up front. I'm going to say hello now to a few people. Like I say, apologies for the lateness and the tardiness of my arrival. Kyle says, I love the intro Universal. Let's play the cinema. Stay tuned for some upcoming shows. Maybe one or two others you might know, Kyle. Good evening, Gray. How the devil are you? Thank you very much. Divana says we don't have a decent left back. Justin, I don't think he's too bad there, is he? And we've got Christensen, who is on the bench today, who actually should be a Champions League player. Because, of course, he was at Bologna, who've qualified for the Champions League on loan. So I think we have got some decent left backs. But that is just my opinion, obviously. Great, awesome intro. Thank you. Was that the football match or the boxing match? Because I think there's a bit of a wrestling match at the start, wasn't there? I'm not sure which one it was. And the funny thing was, as my mate said, he had to explain himself to the fans. He had to explain his tactics and apologise for them. Aye, there you go. Should be interesting tonight with the. Yes, it should be. Look, like I said, and I did a great show, and I have to say thank you very, very much to Anil who came on and did a review show with me. Not a review show of the match, but more of a review show of Cooper's tactics. And that was very, very interesting. He is excellent at that, as is Brad, of course, but he is excellent at that. So, Anil, don't know if you're watching, mate, but thank you very, very much indeed. And I have to say, to everybody that watched my last watch along for the Shrewsbury game, we had 8,500 views. Wow. My head just is not comprehending that. 8,500 views. I know for some channels that's peanuts, but for us, this little channel here, it's great. And we're at 3.67 thousand subscribers. So if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have subscribed, smash that like button and also smash that subscribe. Both things are free. Click the notification bell. You will never miss another show. And obviously at this time of year, they are getting changed and they're not sort of in any pattern at all. And if you want to become a member, details are below on YouTube. It's only $1.99 a month. Value for money. Value for money. Gray's saying welcome to everybody else, and Gray's in, and it says there no spoilers for the watch along. Gray, you'll have your guts for garters. Thank you very much, being my mod in as well. Sumari, indeed, and Winks in the midfield. Are we defending 2-0 advantage? I got to say, Divano, I was in a good mood before you came in. Look, it's your opinion, mate. You are very much entitled to it. It doesn't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's opinions. I think that is. I mean, Winks tends to go forward a lot, and I think Sumari will as well. I think indeed he is more the holder. I think he's gone more back into that holding defensive role, and Sumari likes to get forward. I mean, look, we've got Sumari. I think Thomas, looking at the last match, I think his time is up at the club, to be honest with you. He looked out of depth. The Mercury have got it as a 4-2-3-1. So there you go. But they got it wrong last time. Thomas is on the bench, I'm surprised at. McAteer's on the bench again. Golding, Alves. No Baybrook. Now, what is happening with Baybrook? He was on the bench in the last game, but he didn't come on. Alves looked good when he came on. Ladies and gentlemen, Alves is in the building. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you for the sound. Thank you very much. There you go, Nate. Nate, how are you doing? My American mod. Welcome along. Claudio Ranieri, 40 pen. Hang on, let me have some more alcohol. I need it. There you go. And by the way, if you want to join the Prediction League, check out the show. It's under the For You thing at the top of the. Well, I'm going to change it. It's going to be called The Pick, which is what it used to be called. I'm going to name it back to The Pick. Which is our latest shows, the best of the best, or the best of the rest, as they say. So if you want to join the prediction show, details are there. But Claudio Ranieri, bless him, love that man. JJ, I think JJ will do as well. And I'd like to see Christian. I'm not going to lie. I know I'm actually, just to confuse you, I'm actually in a Magners glass there, but don't like to disappoint. Thatchers. Obviously, we have to say, do drink responsibly. I drink, and I'm very responsible. Some Chelsea fans don't like Enzo. Ball, sideways football. Yeah, I mean, I had a word. I was talking to a Chelsea fan here. I went on his show. He came on mine before we started the season just as he left, and I told him, and he didn't like it at all. He didn't like it at all. 26 in, 3 likes. John, hello again, John. How are you? It's been a long time, no Sizzy. Fuchs t-shirt behind you, bring them with a very good. Yes. T-shirt, do you mind? That's a Champions League shirt. What do you mean? Champions League shirt. We couldn't have our own names on it. I had to have one of the players. I even wanted Claudio on it. Wasn't allowed. It had to be a player's name and number. So I thought, Fuchs. You gotta love a bit of Christian Fuchs, haven't you? Glad to see Mad starting. Me too. Out, yes, he was. Will Alves is lively. I was impressed. Look, I wasn't overly impressed with anybody. I wasn't overly disappointed with anybody against Shrewsbury. We can't read too much into these games. Let's be honest. How often have we, as Leicester fans, watched our team go out in the pre-season and win every game and then struggle in the league? And vice versa, struggled in the league and struggled in the pre-season and then done really well. So we can't really, it gives us an idea, it gives us something to talk about. It's great to see football back. But at the end of the day, well, I'm glad to see Steve Cooper's got a stomach like me. Bit of a dad bod there, Steve Cooper, from the side. Not unlike me. But yeah. Does anybody know why this is at Chesterfield, by the way? I am wondering that. Yes, you do know me too well. So, I don't think... Look, it's all about seeing. So let's not get too excited or too disappointed with any of these performances. Well, according to the paper, looks like he could be on his way out. Might be on a season loan. I like Suter. I really, really do. I thought he was a good buy when we got him. I'm really surprised he didn't get in the team last season because he'd got that championship experience, obviously, from when he was with Stoke. But look, Vestergaard came in, even kept Cody out, ex-England player. So you've got to say fair dues. That's why it says let's get drunk down the pub. Well, the one I've got there is actually says let's get drunk and talk shite. I need that on Tuesdays for 2 fans down the pub, don't I? Quarterfinals, the year that Arsene Wenger said we would embarrass English football. They got beaten 10-2 over 2 games. We made it to the quarterfinals. The last, not only English, but the last British team in the Champions League that season. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, Gray. I think there will still be some. And we need a new striker. I don't care what you say. We do need a new striker. But look, let's have a look at the team. Hermansson's back. Will he go to Chelsea? Won't he go to Chelsea? I have to be honest with you. I've seen different stories. And now, apparently, he's looking at another... or I should say, Enzo is looking at another goalkeeper. The thing is with yes, he is, Derek. Yes, he is injured. Nothing serious, but they're just giving him a bit of time to recover. There's no point rushing him back. Look, last time we sold a goalkeeper that was very, very good for us was Schmeichel. And look what happened. I think we've learned from that. So I think whatever, and yeah, you're right, Divano. But I think whatever Leicester do this season in the window, selling Hermansson is not going to be one of those things. They may do next season. Who knows? We'll have to have a look where we are, what league we're in, etc., etc., etc. But I don't think we can sell Hermansson. For me, Hermansson and Stolchak or Stolchik, whatever you pronounce it, he starts. Those are got to be the 2 main ones. Danny Ward, look, you know my thoughts on Danny Ward. I thought he deserved a chance. He wasn't brilliant. It wasn't all his fault. He wasn't as bad as everybody says he was. Yes, he was bad, but we've also got to say, how was Schmeichel the season before? He didn't come out for any. He was like Dracula, who was scared of crosses. And yeah, I don't care. Like I say, if you'd put Gordon Banks or Peter Shilden behind that that defending line in that season, he would have struggled. And I think his confidence just totally went. Yes, he's got his faults. Should we sell him? Yes. Should we loan him out? Yes. It should be Hermansen starting and Stolchek as a backup. He is, Kyle. I agree. So then the back four there, Ricardo. Oh, we know how good he is. Good to see Cody again. I'm guessing Cody's going to be captain again. Ockley, well, look, people were saying they weren't impressed with him, but it was his first, what was it? Did he come on at half time? 45 minutes, 30 minutes? Got to give him a chance. Yes, he scored an own goal. So we know that we know he'll settle in well at Leicester. Let's say that. And then obviously Justin on the left. Would have liked to have seen Christensen start, not going to lie. But look, there we go. I like that back four. If that was the back four that starts the season, I'm going to be happy. You got Cody, who has got the experience. Look, Justin and Ricardo got Premier League experience as well. And Ockley's the new guy. And Cody's got the experience to marshal that back line. No Wout Faes, not even on the pitch. If Wout Faes goes, I wouldn't be sorry. I'm not going to lie. I just don't. I think he's overrated. Is he better than Vestergaard? Yes, of course he is, because he's got a bit of speed about him. That's Vestergaard's problem. Vestergaard's got two problems. Can't jump, got no speed. Apart from that, he's a really good player. He can distribute the ball well. Not sure, Derek, not sure. I think Thomas, I think he deserves a chance. Yeah, no. He was actually awful the other night against Shrewsbury. Now, look, if there's League One players are giving him a torrid time, and look, again, fair play to Luke Thomas. He came in when we needed him, and we would have been stuck without him. However, I think his time at the club is over. So it's surprised to see him on the bench. Faes definitely can be a liability. You're totally right. Or was it Sutar? I didn't know that. No, Ockley scored the own goal against Shrewsbury. Then you got Winks. He's I don't know. I mean, I think he should be captain, to be honest with you. I like a midfielder as captain, but Winks, we know we've got such a good player there. Damare, he gives us that bite in midfield. He's a big bugger, and he gives us that bite in midfield. And of course, Fatou Mavididi, say no more. Daka, he looked okay, and I'm only going to say this, okay. I'm not going to go any higher on that. Again, I think he got a lot of hate that he didn't deserve. Some games, Vardy was just as bad as him, but it was Jamie Vardy, so we can't say anything against Jamie Vardy. Look, Jamie Vardy had bad games. Daka was very good. I think Enzo really should have taken Daka out of the limelight before he did, and probably drop him altogether, because it would have done his confidence no good at all. That Plymouth game, we saw what he was like, and my God, he looked a broken man. I still don't know. Does anybody still know why we're playing this at Chesterfield? Are we doing something to the pitch at the King Power? I am just wondering. But Spencer, hi mate, how are you doing? And then Daka's up front. I mean, Cannon came on, didn't look any better than Daka. Daka looked lively, and we know Daka's got the speed, and we know there's a good footballer in there, because look, he's had a couple of good games. Unfortunately, a couple of good games, even 4 goals in one game, does not make you the player that's going to set the whole season on light. Hopefully, he can get his confidence back. Let's see how Cooper plays him. Because look, we wrote Vestergaard off, and I will quit. If anybody says, there, but they'll go back a couple of seasons, this player was awful. Okay. So was Vestergaard until, Enzo got his chops around him. Divano, we've got Vardy, don't forget. I mean, a small matter of Jamie Vardy, but no, I think there is going to be another striker. They're saying they want another left back in, but we have got, like I say, Christensen. Whether he wants to stay or not, I don't know. Sutar's going out now. To be honest with you, I'd sooner let Faze go. I really would. But look, I think Sutar's shown for Australia that he can do it when he goes up front. I'm torn, to be honest with you. Who should we get? I mean, I would have liked Tammy Abraham. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think he's going to be coming now, is he? So there we go. Well, if Christensen leaves, then yes, I agree. We probably do need another left back. It looks like Doyle is off somewhere else, but again, a couple of good games, but didn't really do enough to impress me. I didn't look at Doyle like I didn't look at Cashaday and go, we must go and buy them. We really, didn't. So there's no phase. The Belgium is the only one of the 5 internationals not back in the squad. There's no Sutar in the starting 11 amid transfer links. Marchal is missing as well. He's been linked with a loan move away. So they're just saying here, I'm just reading this. It's a defensive midfield trio in Winks, Sumari and Ndidi. But if Cooper wants to stick with the same formation as Tuesday, then either Sumari or Ndidi will have to play just behind Daka when City are on the attack. So maybe it's a new shape. Certainly it seems Mavididi is going to be back on the wing and not playing centrally like he did, which I think he was a bit wasted there. I see why he did it. Callum had a timer. We've not kicked off yet. And I'm going to say this once. It's up there. No spoilers. Everybody here, we're all going to be watching it at different times. But you go by my time. And like I say, in my world, we haven't kicked off yet. But we'll be doing soon. Cody's leading the team out. Here we are for the match day watch along. So here we go. Just waiting for kickoff. Even if you're joking about a penalty or joking about something, if you kicked, you kicked. Scott, hi Scott, how you doing? Very tasty lineup and good to see the international. Yes, I could just say then all the internationals are bought from Faz or Faze, whatever you want to call him. Thank you, Scott. That is what I was asking. Cheers, mate. I was wondering whether the pitch was being dug up. Indeed, Gray. Indeed, Gray knows his stuff. Scott, by the way, nice to see you back, mate. Look, I have never filled your position, so if you there is still a mod's position free if you would like to come back, and you would be most welcome. We do miss you. It's always nice to see you. So Palermo from, I got it right. Palermo from Serie B. Sicilies. Just going to hide my phone. We're in the blue today. I'm hoping that my away kit comes tomorrow. You got the blue. Cody's captain. Already shouted the players. He's gone there next to Ockley. I think this is the toughest test so far. I know Villarreal, but kind of behind the doors, closed doors. Does that really work? When were we kicked off? Right, I also need to add the score, so bear with me. So Palermo just had a shot, but it wasn't a particularly brilliant one. In fairness. I mean, as you can believe that the stadium isn't anywhere near full. In fact, it's massively empty. And it makes me wonder, could they have sold more tickets to Leicester if they had? Anyway, Leicester in the all blue kit are kicking from left to right. From right to left as we're watching it. Palermo very much an all black kit with a little hint of pink. They are kicking from left to right, and the stand behind Mads Hermansen on the right there is absolutely empty. So Cody here to Ockley. Again, I've got to get used to these new names. You know what my pronunciation's like? Yeah, I thought they would have done great. It's crossed over. It's a corner now to Leicester. Yeah, when your stadium is that empty, Ali Holly, not even in the squad tonight. The only one of the internationals that's come back that isn't. Read into that what you will. Oh, swung in there, but the goalkeeper, who's got a pink top on there. It's almost like reverse colours. It doesn't look like a goalkeeper's strip. That I guess because I'm used to seeing Leicester obviously when we played in pink, but it doesn't look like a goalkeeper's strip. That's a free kick there, or is it a throw in? It's a throw in actually. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Holly. So good defending here by Leicester. Yeah, on this near side. Coley. Oh, they've lost it now, Leicester. And Justin's putting his arms out saying, look, I was here. So Palermo are actually owned by the owners of Manchester City. Very interesting. So they're keeping the ball well here, Palermo. Not making a lot of progress with it, but are keeping it well. They using very much passing it around with a bit of ease at the moment, the Italians. And that's a free kick on the far side, literally on the halfway line. Bit of a wasted free kick, really. I've got to say that the Italian side, very nice move there. A clip over, and the wingers, I think he's going to get a free kick. Yes, he is. Samari pulled the player back there. Oh yeah, I mean, come on. Oh, but at the moment, I've got to say the team on top is are the Italians. Oh, it's a booking for Samari after 5 minutes. Took a while to introduce that card. The referee. Yeah, they dealt with it reasonably well. It's now on this near side because we have got this new set piece coach, and we've got the new first team coach that's joined us from Newcastle. Oh, a bit of confusion there with the Leicester players. Not sure who was going for it, but they did keep it in the end. I'm playing a little bit dangerously around at the back here. But we do seem to play, although we're playing around at the back, it seems to be quicker than when Enzo had us playing, when it was virtually at walking pace. I know, Holly, it'll just get the rumour mongers going, though, won't it? Let's be honest with you. Yeah, let's smash those lights. We need to try and get to 50 by half time. Kyle, I didn't know it either. I just heard it. I'm not that clever. No, I just heard it. So we've got 2 more friendlies coming up. We've got Augsburg next Saturday, FC Augsburg and Lens, whatever you want to call them, the Saturday after, before the big kickoff on the Monday night against Spurs. I'm hoping we're going to be doing the preview. For those of you that remember Crossroads, and those of you that were around in the 70s, Stephanie de Sykes, who was in that particular series, but she wasn't one of the main characters, but she's had a number 2 hit with Born with a Smile on My Face. And we'll be talking to her son, hopefully. Oh, a lovely pass from Winks out to Justin here. Oh, tries to get the cross in straight away, but it comes off a Palermo player, and now a Coley. Now, coming down the far side, Leicester. Best bit of play for Leicester at the moment. Oh, and indeed he gets it across, but it's headed clear, but it's still in the box for Leicester. Oh, and then it's high wide and not in the least bit beautiful. I was offered a ticket for the Lens game. Yeah, not for keeps, just for lenses. Thank you. Interestingly, Palermo finished last season 6th place in Serie B, out of 20. So, yeah, fair play to them. Bit of a Norwich City amount position there. Won 15, lost 12, scored 62 goals. They actually were the third highest scorers in Serie B. Oh, can we say saying ba? Because it's Serie A. I want to say Serie B, but Serie B. The third highest goal scorers. Mavadidi now. Does get it back from Daka. Not the best of balls, but they managed to keep hold of it nicely, Leicester. Pitch is looking good. Down the far side. Coley. Winks. Sorry, Cody, sorry. Ricardo, he's staying back as part of that back three when we go forward. Oh, a lovely ball through there. A bit too hard for Daka. Is it just me, or does that goalkeeper look like they've got somebody out of the crowd that's just said, I'm not wearing a black shirt, I've got a pink t-shirt on, who's playing? Indeed, Wayne. Oh, yes, Gray. I forget you're my age. I think it's just a tweak he got in training with Vardy. Born with a smile on my face. All of my life's been a pantomime. Nice, nice bit of control by Ndidi. 12 minutes gone. 0-0. They're no mugs, this team. They've had a couple of... Oh, lovely ball out here. Mavadidi, he chips it across. Oh. It was Daka couldn't have got hold of that. If he'd got a pair of ladders, and he might have had time to put them up and get up them. But Leicester now, they've done a bit of a slow start. Palermo were pretty much on top for the first 5-10 minutes. But Leicester are definitely coming back into it now. Oh, well done, Phil. Oh, that's a free kick there. Lovely 1-2 was tried, but Mavadidi was clattered into. It's Justin, sorry. Not Mavadidi, it's Justin. They swap sides, and that's confusing me. But it is good that these players are swapping sides because it's going to be confusing the opposition. Winks, a sneaky little ball, but it was a little bit too sneaky and didn't work out at all. Yeah, just saying, the season tickets are sold out. Goalkeeper. It really looks like he's just coming out of the crowd. Oh, so you're not going to goalkeeper? I'll do it. Well, this t-shirt do. Neil from Wales, how you doing, mate? Welsh Wales. Mavadidi there. Of course, it's making himself a nuisance. Oh. No. Indeed, he tried. It was a lovely... I mean, the ball fell for Leicester because of the nuisance. Oh, what was that? And it was a lovely back heel by Ndidi, but the player that was back heeling it to had moved. And Coley had a shot, but again, it was high. But at least we're having the shots. Douglas, hello, sir. How are you? You missed the prediction show earlier. That was definitely the defender's finish for Macaulay there. Brad was talking himself up. Are you going to defend your crown? And Doug, look, I know I keep saying it, but I feel really, really bad that you've been let down like you have with the prize. Just to say, next season we are not having a next player with the prediction league. It's harder to go mad at the next player. Dan, yes, they are. Yes, he has, I mean. So do forgive me, Doug. I feel ashamed. Quarter of an hour gone. 0-0. Cody back to Hermanson, who in fairness hasn't really had much to do. I do like that goalkeeper shirt, I'm not going to lie. The third shirt's not very good. I might have to actually purchase the goalkeeper shirt. Cheers, Doug. It's just annoying when you promise something. And I had him in doing a show, and it's the only time he's ever replied to me. He said he'd come on and he was talking about the Shrewsbury game. And he promised me then it was going out. So I said this year, you can't, it's hard to tell a ex-player off. And he just kept letting us down for all the shows as well at the end of the season. So it's me and Brad doing the predictions next year. Oh, that wasn't a bad effort there from Palermo even. Nate, that's very generous of you. Thank you. I'm not doing prizes, but I mean, you know, that'd be very, very nice. Just saying this Palermo side, like they finished 6th in Serie B, 38 games, 15 won, 11 draws, 12 losses. So far, though, Palermo have had 56% possession. Both of us have had 2 attempts, but I mean, really, was the goalkeepers haven't really been bothered. There's that long ball over the top. Oh, we just can't quite get onto the end of it. Lovely ball there. Nil-nil. We've had 1 booking so far. That was after 5 minutes for Samari for a pullback. Now he's got a lot of space now. The Italian plays it back to his central defender. Plays it over to the far side to the De Bruyne lookalike. This should be dealt with by Leicester. No. Oh, and Hermanson had to come out. I mean, I thought it was going to be an easy, just stick your foot on it and put it out for throw-in, but no. He got past the defender, and Mads Hermanson had to come out and make sure that the ball was his. So far, Paul, they have, yes. I was thinking that, Nate, but I don't know, that'd be a bit naughty of me. I tell you what, Nate. I'll have a look online at the shirts, and I'll send you my size, and actually send you some money over for one if I like the look of it. I have actually got a FC Toronto one. Mel, the Arsenal fan, she lives in Toronto, and it's very much similar. Do you remember when Leicester had that blue with like the watercolor behind it? It was very much like that, but a light blue. It was in the sale. It was only like a tenner or something, so it was in the sale. It was a season or so old. I've given up on that, Phil. Who knows? Mavadidi kept that in well there. What's he going to do with it? Pays it back to a Coley. Ricardo now. I was hoping it'd be sorted out before the start, but I just don't know. I think the fact that we keep, appealing is going to delay things as well. But they haven't even got the board together, I don't believe, yet. '80, 27 likes. Come on, guys, support the likes. Basama, I'll say this once, it's lcfc.com. It's a tenner to watch it. Offside there. It's going to be a good test for Leicester. Third kit, right, Nate? I'll have a look at that. Always, Phil, always. Justin now on the left-hand side, getting forward for once. Pulls it back to Mare. Mavadidi now into the box, chips it in. It's a bit too high with the lofted pass over Daka's head. Neil, you're a gentleman, sir. You are a gentleman. And Phil, thank you very much as well. Are they cheaper over there, the shirts? So Palermo coming forward down this near side. Chipped ball over, not cut out at all. Gets down to the wing on the far side. The ball comes in. Is it dealt with by Leicester? And in a fashion. Oh, Mads Manson put under pressure. And it's straight back in, but it's again Leicester struggling to get it away at the moment. Daka, that must be a foul. No, says the referee. Daka's still down, though. Daka is still down. Free kicks for a foul after that to Palermo just outside the box. Nobody's looking at Daka. I hope he's all right. And the referee just asked the player to go across and check on him. No, he seems to be all right, Daka. He's back on his feet, apparently. Honestly, I love if when I was playing football and I was only playing it at the park, I'd want that position. I'd just come on just to lie down behind the wall. Thing is, I wouldn't get up again. Oh, I thought for a minute that was in from the free kick, but it had gone wide. But it looked like it had gone in, but Manson didn't move. So, Craig, how you doing, mate? I think we've all been looking forward. The Euros was dire. Yeah, up over with that free kick. Still, $65. That's probably about 60 quid. So about 10 cheaper than over here. Shane, hello from Washington. How are you? Oh, actually, when you look at it from this way, it wasn't that far away, that free kick. Oh, indeed, having to come in. There's a couple of players, little handbags at dawn here, as we like to call it, Chelsea Wrexham. That's what I can't get used to. Fatou, who is now number 7. Ah, they're hugging each other. Phil, what do you mean, what teams? Throw into Leicester, almost equal with the penalty box. Can we get the ball over? We've got it in that far corner. It comes back, but Leicester still have possession into the box, but it's an easy one for the Sicilians to clear. Oh, Leicester intercepted that ball, but they weren't able to control it. And now, but I tell you what, Palermo are not looking bad at all. Not looking bad at all. Oh no, I'm on about it. Was probably I think it was like my works team, 5-a-side. I was just joking saying it as a joke. It'd be interesting to see 21 players they used in the last game. Wow. Changed everybody but Ward in goal. Aberdeen's got 2 players on him straight away. We've got Ward and Iverson on the subs bench. But I've got to be honest with you, Hermanson, well, neither goalkeepers really had much to do. Leicester shows some good passing moves now, but they lose the ball. Didi probably just had one touch too much. How you doing, Shane, mate? No, they're not, Neil. Not at all. Oh, sorry. That didn't mean to come out live. But if you do like your music, I'm off the radio next week, but Surrey Hills Radio, surreyhillsradio.co.uk. I do the morning show between 7 and 10. A week on Monday, I'm going to be I have interviewed, I'm just it's going to go live, Julia Fordham. And the week after that, of course, as I say, the aforementioned Stephanie de Sykes will be doing a chat with me. Two lovely, lovely ladies. Wow, Phil. More clubs than Tony Jacklin. I was shit, to be honest with you, mate. And now, if I was to play now, well, walking football's too fast for me. Oh, kept in there by Palermo. It's back with the central defenders. Quite possibly, Kyle. Hi, Tristan. How you doing? Lovely ball by Palermo there. Oh, he's gone out. It's a goal kick, but he actually tackled himself there. Phil, if you go to www.surreyhillsradio.co.uk and live 7 till 10, you can click on listen live. You can also click on listen again for any past shows. Facebook, it's the Golden Breakfast Show if you want to keep up to date with everything that's going on. Or if you've got a smart speaker, ask it to play Surrey Hills Community Radio. Leicester coming forward. Oh, bad ball there. It's gone out. Kicked out because there's a player down for Palermo. Yeah, I love doing it. I'll kind of this is obviously developing for me and the radio as well. I just love it. I'm retired, early retirement, so I'm getting up at 6 in the morning, which is, you think, why the hell am I doing that when I'm retired? But if I didn't, I probably wouldn't be getting up till like 1 in the morning. 1 in the afternoon or something like that. So it's given me a purpose in life, and I absolutely love doing it. I can choose all my own music as well, and I play all the 50s, late 50s to late 90s, with the odd one into the noughties as well. So Steve Cooper's just trying to get his message over to a few players. Mavididi and Indidi listening there. Hiya, Jamie. How you doing? Nice of you to pop in. Thank you very much for joining us. 89 of you in. I don't know what we're doing on the likes, but smash those likes, please. It really does help. Like I say, the last match, the Shrewsbury one, 8,500 views. Wow. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. I really don't. Oh, given away there. Mavididi just stuck his foot out, kept it, chipped over. Oh, he tried an overhead kick and he took it over the goalkeeper and then tried an overhead kick and it hit the defender. That was a nice move. Mavididi intercepted the ball there as Palermo tried to play it out. And that's a free kick to Palermo. Thank you, Phil. Anybody wants any requests, by the way, it's breakfast. In fact, tell you what I'll do. I'll type it. This is where you can get a shout out on the show or a request. There's a particular song. I am off next week, though. That is, by the way, I'm not there next week. I have not played that. I played that about a month ago, I think. Do. Tainted Love. A bit of Tainted Love. I say next week I'm off. I have every 5th week off, so I can catch up with me beauty sleep. It's not working, is it? Let's be honest. Oh, Justin, lovely ball. Mavadini ran onto that. He gets the ball across. Oh, indeed, he's got a header on it. He got up and got his head. It was a decent height for once, but he put it wide. Should have done better with that, maybe. Yeah, well, if you request it, mate, if you request it. But like I say, it's a week on Monday before I'm back, so nothing will get played next week. Let's have a look at this again. Oh, he just didn't. When he went to do the overhead kick bit, he just did not connect. 36 minutes gone. Leicester City 0. Palermo 0. Three shots each, no goals. Jamie, 50-50. They've had slightly more possession. Well, that was the best chance of the game, probably, and that's just gone to Leicester. The goalkeepers had very little to do, either of them. Excuse me if you can hear that. I'm just doing a bit of DIY. It's really hard to judge people on this. I mean, Samari, has he had much to do? Not really. Just the usual suspects that are playing well. Yes, he has. Lovely through ball, but the goalkeeper came out for Palermo and collected it. You're welcome, Phil. Thank you very much. Free kick to Leicester just inside. Oh no, inside the Palermo half. Yeah, look forward, Phil. Like I say, it's going to be not this coming Monday, the Monday after, which is the 5th of August when I'm back. But yeah, do get a request in. You can either just have a shout out or you can have a shout out and a request as well, as long as I've got the song, of course. It's very much don't ask for anything too slow or anything too heavy. Very much like a golden show, but it's a A couple of love songs there, but it's in the morning to get you up. 88 in, smashing those likes, please. Injured Joe, Aidan, how you doing? Yeah, nobody's daft enough to get up and do it next week, so they've just got the jukebox on. So into Leicester on the far side. Take it quickly. Got the space to work in with Ndidi here. Out to Fatu on the far side. Ndidi goes for the overlap. Daka comes in. That was a good save there. That was a good shot from Daka. Nice little move from Leicester. Yeah, good shot there from Daka. Powerful. Nate, you naughty, naughty boy. I actually do. I did actually have a song I downloaded about Leeds. One of the Leeds songs with all the fans singing. I can remember the day after Leeds. Oh, hang on, Leicester over now. Oh, ball came over, but it's a goal kick. The day after the playoff final, I literally was playing all Leeds-based songs. So I'll be playing something like Hot Chocolate, You Win Again. And I say, yeah, but of course, you don't do your Leeds. And I Predict to Riot. I'm playing all of those. And I actually had an Arsenal fan. One of the other DJs on the station is an Arsenal fan. And he messaged me and he says, you really are. You really are roasting the Leeds fans. I mean, yes, of course. I will, Craig. Thank you. I'll be enjoying not having to get up at that unearthly time. Although my body clock will probably soon will probably wake me up. You just reminded me I've got to turn my alarms off. 42 minutes gone, and it's a throw into Leicester on this near side. I don't think there'll be much added time on. Just in now with the throw in. Probably two of the four sides are empty, and one of the others isn't particularly full. I'm surprised they didn't put a lot more tickets on. I mean, you're not going to get Chesterfield fans probably coming out for it. I mean, Leicester, yeah, Barcelona. I know Barcelona and Palermo are no Real Madrid, but they could have sold a lot more tickets to the Leicester fans. Chip all the way over to Fatu, controlled it well. And indeed, he does the overrun, crosses it into the box. It's headed out, and it's gone out for a corner. Last minute pressure here from Leicester. Again, a very good move from Leicester. Yeah, indeed, he ran into the space there and had the space to get the cross over, but the old bold guy in the defence for Palermo headed it clear. Anyway, corner's going to be taken. Winks is just asking the the assistant referee to get out of the way. Took the corner, short, chipped into the box now. Oh, Daka couldn't control it with his head. Oh no, it was taken off his head, so it's another corner to Leicester. Yeah, I'm just saying then about us defending set pieces last time, and we were in the Premier League. But hopefully, we've got I'd say, this set piece coach that's coming with Cooper. Got a player down at the moment. So just while there's a player down,
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV.
For all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Yep, do what they do, subscribe. So, Leicester going to take this corner. Palermo are a player down at the moment. Still not taken. Don't know what's going on here. I mean, we are into the 55. Well, we played the 45 minutes. There's a substitution. So I think it was for Palermo, the gentleman that was injured, or player that was injured, has gone off. Winks, who seems to be our new corner taker, took it low. It's a goal kick. And there it is, half time. Got to say, Winks on corners, not for me. 0-0, 45 minutes gone. I'm going to go water the plants. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully, Luke will be joining us. And I'll see you in a few minutes.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Well, hello, welcome along, and we've got the gentleman who is big down under. Not according to Steph. Let's bring him in. Hi there, young man. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. And yes, of course, I've got nice pajamas. Well, how would you think otherwise? Oop. You might just want to lower your camera a bit because we've got very asset. There we go. There we go. You were all head then, and that doesn't sound right, does it either?
I'm gonna lock my door when you come out here, mate.
I've got nowhere to go with that. I haven't. Look, we're going to see a raft of changes, no doubt. We're on top, aren't we? But I can't get excited by these games.
No, I was just saying the same thing. It's been a bit lackluster, to be honest with you. But yeah.
Nate says, Luke. John says, hi, Luke.
Hello all.
Scott says, why does our most positive movements coming from Fataru's side? I think you're probably right there. And he says, I think we need to offload Samari. I mean, all right, let's have a look at the players there. Like I say, 61%, 6 shots with 17% on target. Don't ask me what that is. Only 3 with none on target for the Sicilian side. We judge these games, but half the players probably aren't playing in the normal position. I mean, Mavididi was playing central against Shrewsbury. So it's really difficult. It's a fitness as much as anything else, isn't it?
Yeah, let's start with, I agree, by the way. Let's start with Fatawu. It's good to see him back on the right side, but not very involved in the game whatsoever. Don't know if that's tactics, what it is. Samari, I fancy him getting a red card if he were to stay on that second half if he was not careful. He
did get an early yellow one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got stuck in proper. But and then again, like you've got O'Coley constantly swapping as that central centre back in that back three with, I don't know if you noticed that, with Connor Cody. It happened several times. I've got a note of it here.
Say that again. Sorry, I was just distracted. Sorry.
In that back three, I've seen Connor Cody is that central defensive, that back three swap about a good 3 or 4 times with O'Coley. So it goes back to what you and Anil were talking about last week of people getting their positions mixed up and stuff like that. A lot of dodgy passes from Ricardo Pereira, even of all people. I don't think I'm going all over the place here, but I wonder how much of that is just preseason and like shaking off the cobwebs, or is it people being so ingrained in that Enzo system where they're laying off passes where they're expecting people to be there and they're not now?
Probably a bit of both, in honesty. When you've played over 50 games in a particular way, we've also got to, think that like with O'Coley, he's been integrated into the team. He's new. He doesn't really know the way we play, so he's been integrated into it. And some of the players aren't playing where you would expect them to be. Cody, look, how many games did he play? He's probably played more games pre-season than he did the whole of last season. So it's very, very awkward because you want to judge them on this, and what you don't want to see though is a full-blooded game, because we don't want another Fofana, do we?
No, don't stress me out. Touch wood.
Fatawu suddenly goes in for a tackle, gets a broken leg, and he's out for 3/4 of the season. That. And look, I think all players are being given a chance. I mean, Luke Thomas is back in the squad, although didn't play the first half. I thought he had an awful game against Shrewsbury. But everybody's got a clean sheet, and whether we love players, hate them, even with Danny Ward in goal, didn't inspire me with confidence. But, Slarchik is out injured till Christmas. You've got to say, we wouldn't have known about Vestergaard if we hadn't, given him a clean sheet. So all these players, they've been, they're not wanting to sort of go in because they are, in case they get injured. But there's a lot of players out there that probably aren't even going to be at in the team at the start, or in the squad at the start of the season.
No, you're spot on, mate. There's a lot of people that have their chance to prove themselves as well on these preseason games, and this is what I like about preseasons. There's people, these fringe players or these new players playing different positions. No, you're spot on, right? By the way, we never would have thought that under Yannick, under Rodgers. So you're right. Now, let me ask you this. One of the first questions that I had, speaking of still checking keepers with Mads, is how far up the pitch is he going to play? Very obvious, nowhere near as far up the pitch in advance as he normally is under Enzo. What are your thoughts?
Good. In all honesty, it used to put the shits up me. I know the Watford guy tried to chip him once and it didn't come off. So yeah, look, you can see that this is a different style. It's got touches of the Enzo way, but there's no way. I mean, I said earlier, if this was Enzo in charge, we'd have been walking it around at the back. You know, and even when we are passing it between the back players, we're still doing it with a bit of speed. But no, Mads, I don't think he'll go, because obviously he's been linked with the likes of Chelsea. I think we learned with the Schmeichel thing not to. He may go next season, but not this season. But yeah, I think that sort of back defensive line and the goalkeeper, I don't think it's going to bear an awful lot of resemblance to what we played last season at all.
No, I agree, mate. And I believe that Chelsea have just signed, or they're on the brink of signing that lad. I think it's from Villarreal. I forgot his name. So we're going to keep Mads Manson definitely this season, but I can see him going through.
Is it? Right. Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. A question I've got for you now is, when does Thunderbird 3 take off?
I'm sorry, mate. That's gone well over my head. You're going to have to explain
No, it would do you. You do. No, it's the headset with the microphone,
Oh, you hate that, don't you? I don't look like a... Oh, I get what you're saying now. Okay, that joke.
Houston, we've got a problem. Hello? Sorry, mate. I couldn't resist it.
No, it's 3 in the morning here. I can't have the laptop blaring if the missus or a fancy.
No, I know you can't. I accept that. And I think, does she know you got out of bed to watch this? If you sneaked out, she probably thinks you're having an affair. You know, she probably thinks I'm Christine, and you are coming up to see this woman at what hours in the morning. But yeah, look, we've won 2. We're 0-0. This is a very good Italian side. Like I say, in Serie B last season, they finished 6th. So in technically a playoff place if it was in our second tier. And they won 15 of the 38 games. They lost 12, drew 11. So they're no mugs. And we started off, I think, very lackadaisical. They came out straight away and had a go at us.
Yeah, they did. And that's the most glaringly obvious difference between Cooper and Enzo. And, passing out the back, nowhere near as good on the ball. Possession is just clearly not there. It's a little frustrating to watch. Again, trying to not read into it too much. It's just a preseason friendly, people getting adjusted, new players. But you're spot on right, though. I felt the same way as well. Very, what was the word used? Lapsadaisical.
Yeah, it's a good word, that, lackadaisical. But we're coming to it, and I think now, I mean, I've hardly seen Mads on screen, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I seen him once, and I wrote a note down. I saw him pass the ball out the edge of the box, and I was like, all right, let's see if he stays here in that position as an extra man, or if he goes straight back. And he went straight back, so it's clearly the instructions of Cooper.
And we haven't seen, obviously, Vestergaard yet. And I think when Vestergaard comes into the team, I think we'll see a different style at the back, because that style that we played last season was very much based on, for Vestergaard, he was the kingpin, or the linchpin, if you like, of that kingpin. What am I saying? He was the linchpin of that kind of formation. And I think if he came in, we would probably see a lot more possession at the back, a lot slower breakout, but a lot better passing. Because let's be honest with you, with all his faults, and he's sort of 2 foot shorter when he jumps than before he jumps, and he's got no speed, but he can ping a lovely ball.
He can. If we dominate and can control possession, then absolutely he's going to be utilised to his best. If we get pressed non-stop and losing the ball and turning it over, that's when you see his weak spots of his pace. The question is, he is on the bench. We both like him. I would like to see Christensen come on second half. And the
yeah.
reason why is because JJ was one of the better players in that first half was JJ and Mavididi. And JJ was getting far up the pitch. In fact, most of the first half, he was more further advanced than Mavididi was.
Yes,
now, he hasn't
yes.
got a left foot, though. So can you imagine if that's Christensen bombing up that left side with a left foot and putting a cross into the box?
I was hoping, not going to lie, I was hoping that Christian would start. You know, I really would love to see him. And I think if we play in 3, but we're starting with 4 at the back, so he is an option. I know Bologna wanted him, and they're in the Champions League, but they don't want to pay what we're asking for him. I'd love to see him come on for the 4th, but give him 45 minutes, and none of this like, well, I'll change 4 or 5 now. And then 4 or 5 on 60 minutes. Just do the whole bloody 10 now. Change it and give them all 45 minutes so we can see what they can do.
Yep, I agree with you, mate. This is what these preseason games are for. Let's not do a Rodgers sub.
Definitely. Scott says Samari doesn't seem too confident in central defensive midfield. Well, I'm definitely getting caught out when in possession. We may have to write Samari off. Scott, we may well do. I was just hoping that, we're like with Vestergaard, new manager, new player. I was hoping that we might get that with Samari, but, who knows? Who knows? This is what this is all about. This is what, we're seeing. But anyway, the players are about to come out, so I'll let you go. You're probably going to go to bed after the game, aren't you?
Yeah, I might record a video for post-match. I'm not sure. Thanks for having us on. And also, just quickly before I go, sounds like Scott likes Samari just as much as I like Patson Daka.
I'm glad you didn't ask me about Patson Daka. But there we go. Mate, thanks very much. All the best, and I'll speak to you soon.
See you later, mate.
Take care, buddy. Bye-bye. Thanks, there. It's 3:00 in the morning in Australia, and the guy's up. Please do, and I didn't. He'd gone before I got a chance to. Please do go over and check his channel out. Leicester City Down Under. It's a great channel. So do go and check it out. The players are coming back out, and we will be back out as well. And we're up and away. He may not. This was his chance to. Cooper may see something in him in training. He may be playing a way that Cooper has asked him to play. If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. But, we've got to give him a chance to do that. And like he hasn't. I'm just going to see if there's any changes, what substitutions we've made. Danny Ward is on for Hermansson. Deary me. Now, Ward got all 90 minutes last time. And that's the only change. Interesting. Apparently, it's a new manager at Palermo as well. Like I say, Joe and Scott, we will see. If he doesn't take his chance in this pre-season, then I think it is a case of goodbye, if I'm honest with you. It's on the ball now. I think there's a decent player in there. It's just, Enzo wasn't the man to get it out. Well, Enzo did system. Will he fit into Cooper's system? Only Steve Cooper will know that. So it looks like if Stolarczyk is injured and out, it does look like Ward is going to be the number 2. because he saw Ward for 90 minutes last time. He's got Everson on the bench, and he hasn't sort of seen anything of him. But I've got 2 more friendlies to go, though. That's the thing with this. It's so hard. It's not like this is a league game, and the sun is out. It's making it difficult to see the pitch, to be honest with you. Craig. Fatawu chips it in, but it's headed clear. Leicester now say all in blue, and Leicester are playing from left to right now, and the Sicilians are playing in all black with pink trim, and they are playing from right to left. I look, you know, I think Ward had his chance. Fortunately, and I wasn't impressed with him in the Shrewsbury game. I don't think he commanded the box the way he should have done, and that was his fault. That was his trouble, obviously, in the relegation season. Aberdeen offside there. 0-0 into the second half. Ball going back to Ward for his first touch here. Winks. Ball out to Fatawu. Not seen much of him in this half, or in this game, to be honest with you. Not this half. No, I believe that, Neil. Another Welsh fan said that the other day. Joe, I'm confused. Oh, Palermo coming forward, though, with a very good run. Oh, good defending. And it had to be good defending because the Palermo player ran all the way down this left-hand side, had so much space. Cody there doing basically what Cody needs to do, and that was just come across. Joe, I presume, Joe, that you were a female with the J-O, in which case your middle bollock. Or am I missing something here? Is this a new young say? Look, I'm old. I don't know. There's a corner to Palermo. First one of the second half on this near side. Kicking from right to left, remember. Oh, Ward. Fair play to Ward. He came for it, took it well. He took that really, really well. Maybe a couple of clean sheets if he keeps it clean on this one and obviously clean against Shrewsbury. Maybe his confidence will start to come back. And let's be honest, like I say, let's not write players off too soon. You know, we did that with Mads. Kyle, Jakub is out injured until Christmas. Oh, that was unlucky. Lovely play there. But it was a crowded defence. But let's have it back now. Samari. It's with from Winks. It's with Ndidi. Keeps on his feet. Turns with the ball. Looking for support. Has to go back. Samari and Winks. Winks now across to Coley. Down that far side. Now it comes back to Winks. Leicester keeping possession well at the moment. Oh, an up and over, but it was an up and over, but nowhere near a Leicester player. I know what you're saying, Boho, but like I say, it's early days. It's all about fitness. I don't read too much into these games. I really don't. Like I say, you can have a really, really bad pre-season and go on and do well in the league, or win every single pre-season game and fight relegation. Jose, how you doing? Nice. That Nate is a dedication of intent. I expect to see you there before the end of the season. Talking of which, it goes back to Ward. Look, you know, we know how Ward was the other season, but that was Sumare actually gave away the free kick. I thought he'd got it. But like I say, Yannick Vestergaard, let's see may come back. Different manager that has confidence in him. So let's not, you know, all I will say is, guys, and I'm going to ignore any more Ward comments that come up, but we had written Vestergaard off. That's all I'm saying. As far as I'm concerned, everybody starts with a clean sheet. And Ward kicks the ball up. Everybody starts with a clean sheet. Well, he's got the experience, Neil, hasn't he? McCauley back to Ward. Forward, just a little touch to Cody. Ricardo back to Cody. He's looking a bit more like Enzo here, playing it across the back. Indeedy forward. Fatuo back to Ricardo. Now it's back to Winks. Now Fatuo on this near side. Sun shining very hard between that gap in the stands. Good pass. Oh, Mavididi, so near. What a lovely move by Leicester. I've got to say, an absolutely lovely move. The Palermo players are congratulating themselves on the defending, which shows you what a good move it was. Can't really see it too well because from a distance, like I say, the sun come. Oh, it was through his legs. Mavididi tries to chip it on his outside of his right boot, but it does go out for a corner. That sun is coming between the two stands in the corner where there's a big gap, and you can't really see what's happening. Exactly, Phil. Exactly. So let's just see what happens. Let's not, you know, they're all Leicester players now. Let's just get behind them. Akoli! Oh. I think if the Palermo player hadn't got the touch there, that might have been on the way in. Winks, left ball, into the box. Akoli stole in. Oh, it was close. Maybe the goalkeeper would have got it anyway, to be honest with you. Geordie, how you doing? Well retired, that's your opinion. I prefer to get behind the players until they do something that doesn't deserve it. But you've obviously prejudged him before we've even kicked the season off. That's fine. You're entitled to do that. Football's opinions, and that's yours. I just think he's a Leicester player. I get behind him until he's dropped or sold or whatever. If he's playing badly, he'll be taken off and replaced as he was last season. But I prefer to get behind the players until we know. I think to actually come on and say he's rubbish when he's only played, so far a couple of games. So. Retired, look, you want to hate him, you get on with it. You're entitled to your opinion. So Winks with a short corner. Oh. Offside. That was a bit of a shit corner. Why are Winks taking corners? Of course, the defence had nothing to do with that, Retired, is it? I'm sure you'd be saying if Vardy didn't get a goal or a shot on target or only touched the ball 4 or 5 times, you'd be the one that would be standing there going, "Oh well, the players didn't play the ball through to him. The midfielders didn't play in the ball. It's not all Vardy's fault." But as a goalkeeper, what about the defence? The defence was shit. Gordon Banks and Peter Shilton together couldn't have done much with that defence in front of them. But look, like I say. Let's all hate on Ward, shall we, Retired? So, a couple of changes now for Leicester. Chowdhury is on for Shamari. And don't get me wrong, he had his faults. I'm not saying he didn't, but get off his back. Give him a chance, for fuck's sake. In your opinion, Retired is the bad keeper. And they've just scored. Palermo have just scored. I just think your opinion is wrong, but you're entitled to it. And I'm sure you're now going to tell me that Danny Ward should have stopped that. No, I mean, Ricardo and Cody cocked it up between them, but hey, it was Danny Ward's fault that the goal went in, wasn't it? Yes, of course it was, Retired. I can say, Retired, it's your opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. That is your opinion. I just don't agree with it. So it's 1-0. Oh, they tried to come straight back, Leicester. Like I say, Retired, your opinion, respect it, like you say, just disagree with it. I'm not saying that he's Peter Shilton or Gordon Banks. He's nowhere near good enough. And I don't want it. I would sooner Everson have been put on now, but it is what it is. Kyle, check yourself out, mate. That just shows you, like Matt Elliott just said, this is what pre-season is all about. We were dominating this half, and then Cody and Ricardo, just slight lapse of concentration. Hey, we all want Leicester to win, mate. We all do. You're quite right. Like I say, respect your opinion, mate, even though I disagree with it. Leicester miss another chance there. I was surprised when I saw Ward in the last game. I mean, it was 0-0, but look, we were only playing Shrewsbury. And if I'm honest with you, he didn't inspire me with confidence against Shrewsbury. I've got to say, I would have said Everson first, but possibly Ben, possibly. Indeed, boohoo. Mark Wallington. He's bold. 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 Offside against Daka. This is worrying because if he's kept the players on this long, has he got an idea that this? I mean, obviously there's some. It's not going to possibly be that far from the starting lineup. But look, we've got 2 more games to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he should have been given a 5-year contract. That was what's he called? The Seal, wasn't it, Brenda? Then again, I don't think Vestergaard should have been given a 3-year deal. That was Enzo, and they both did those before they left. Samari, I mean, like I say, it's so difficult to judge in these games, but has Samari done enough to impress me? I know, Booho, I know, that's the thing, but no changes after 64 minutes. Oh, Fatu had a shot there, but it was very, very easy for the goalkeeper to go down and pick it up. Mark Wallington, loved a bit of Mark Wallington. You're bold, you're bold, you're bold, you're bold. Leicester looking a little bit. Good ball across the field there. Nobody to cut it out. It's going to go out for a goal kick. No, he wasn't bold. He wasn't, but he had a little bold patch on his head, didn't he? He was going bold, and that's what everybody, because he used to turn around to the crowd and go, he was far from bold, but he was just going a little bit. Oh, lovely ball over to Fatu here. Oh, indeed, he's got a corner. Very much saw a lot of that last season as well. Fatu having the ball on the right side, and indeed he cutting down the middle and running above in front of him, and Fatu getting the ball through. Kevin Pressman, wow, he made me look like Twiggy. Oof. Apparently, Daka's just had a slash in the in the box. I mean, that's going to make a bit of a mess, isn't it? You know it, boo. I'm hoping against Augsburg next Saturday that we're going to see a completely different starting lineup. Oh, Fatu. I think he's got a friend in the stand behind. Hi, Dino. How you doing, mate? Wavy. Another substitution coming on for Palermo. They're making the substitutions. Let me get the right clock up. Nate, thanks for popping in, Nate. All the best, buddy. It does. And what do you think, Bo? What do you think of the Peggy? Hey, Peggy was good. Peggy Potstead was good. And Tim Flowers. Bo, tell me what you think of their goalkeeper's kit. I mean, whatever you say about Ward, whatever your opinion is on him, it's a nice strip. I might actually have to get that if I don't like the third strip. I've got enough blue shirts. Their goalkeeper, as I said it a few times, it looks like he's just come down from the stand with a t-shirt on that's 2 sizes too big for him. Ndidi. Oh, it's a poor ball from Ndidi. He tried to put Fatawu through, but it wasn't a very good ball at all. Well, boo, that was until Ward. And that's me saying that, by the way. He's not the best we've had by a long shot. Now Palermo coming away again down this near side. 70 minutes nearly on the clock. 20 minutes left. Oh, their number 3 gets past Ricardo again. And it's had to be headed clear. It's not clear. Oh, it's a free kick to Leicester. Ricardo again got skinned a little bit there. Like I say, I do know where Retired is coming from, 100%. I couldn't believe it when I saw him the other day. I could not believe. Only English comments, please. I was surprised to see him. I'd sooner see Iverson. I think Iverson is a better keeper than Ward. But of course, in fairness, Cooper will know him from his time with the, in Wales. But no, on that bit, I do agree with Retired. Of the 3 keepers we've got that are fit, he is third. Oh, now there's a load of changes. Christensen's coming on. Vestergaard is coming on. There's going to be a lot of changes now. McAteer is coming on. And is that the new signing? So, 70 minutes. So Bobby Reid is on. I'm not going to give it. I can't be asked telling him his full name. I'll go to the other sub. McAteer is on. Vestergaard is on. I wanted to see Christensen come on Retired, so he has. So I'm happy. But yeah, let's give the youngsters a shout. Why not? So Christensen is on for Piera. Cody, well, Vestergaard's on for Cody. McAteer is on, I'm guessing, for Fatawu. And Bobby Reid is on for Mavididi. Of course, those 2 could be either or, though, in fairness. So, Vestergaard, Bobby Reid, McAteer, Cordova Reid, Can't be bothered with that. It's going to be Reed. All coming on. So you're right, retired there. You have got your wish. He has come on. Thing is, only 20 minutes. Oh, Chowdhury didn't do well there. Thought you were singing about your nana then, Gray. Thing is, I mean, again, Reed, look, I retired. I agree with you. But what can we see in 20 minutes? You know, they need more time than that. Christensen, I want to see more of him. He straight away is into the action. Oh! Hit the post there. Palermo hit the post. What happened there? Justin got caught. The cross came in. I think Christian went down. Christensen fell. Yeah, Christensen slips, which lets the player in. Yes. Look, we've not replaced Kieran Dewsbury Hall yet, have we? Retired. But they're saying that's the one player that they're still looking to replace. And yes, boohoo. You know, I mean, you could say that about Ndidi, Ricardo, James. Ricardo probably not as much as the others, but it took them a while to come back after all their injuries. Coley's still on. Got the ball for rings. Christensen. Oh, he's blocked his cross. It was a bit of a daisy cutter. Easily blocked, and it went out for throw-in, which he's taken to Coley. To Vestergaard now. Stands on the ball. Plays it back to Coley, who comes forward into the Palermo half. They've gone 3 at the back now. McAteer, number 35. Goes all the way back to nobody. Ward has to come out and get it. Who would you like to see come in retired? Who would you like being, and obviously Messi and Ronaldo are not available, but who would you like to see come in for that creative number 10? Oh. Put out again. And another player slipped over, McAteer there. So at the moment, it's looking pretty... Well, Palermo aren't looking threatened at all. Oh, well cut out by Leicester, but through it. Oh, somehow we managed to keep hold of it. And then the Palermo player down. Christensen on the ball. And it's all the way through to the Palermo keeper. 0-1. 77 minutes gone, 13 minutes to go. Jerry Taggart and the commentator, they're both having the same trouble with the sun between the stands in that corner. Palermo now down the far side. Oh, he's well cut out. Well cut out. They do lose the ball, but Christensen's going in. He's not letting it. He's fighting for it. So it's 1-0 to Palermo. And I have to be honest with you, do they deserve it? Probably not. It was a Leicester City mistake that gave them the goal. Somebody asked me earlier, and I do apologise to whoever asked the question because I didn't reply. Is there anybody on the Palermo side that looks good enough to sign for us? So basically, I always look at it. Is there anybody in the Palermo side that looks any better than what we've already got? I don't think there is, if I'm honest with you. I don't think there is. Tom Cannon's going to be coming on in a second. And so is Luke Thomas. So Thomas on for Justin and Cannon on for Daka. So Cannon is on for Daka. Thomas is on for Justin. Yeah, I'd be very happy with the Nelson signing. Very happy. McAteer on this near side. Oh, behind Ndidi there. So no news on the old transfer front. Just checking as Palmero break down the far side. Although Sessegnon has signed for Fulham, that's all been confirmed according to Fabrizio. So more substitutions. I don't think we've got anybody left to bring on, but Alvis, I mean, there's 8 minutes left now. I don't see the point in making substitutions now. That said, there are some Leicester substitutions coming. So Nelson is on for Okoli. And Alves is on. For Ndidi. Now, Alves looked good when he came on the other day, but he's only got 7 odd minutes because there won't be any stoppage time, I very much doubt. I agree, John. I would have definitely signed O'Hare. I couldn't think of his name, otherwise I would have said him a few minutes ago, but I totally agree. Again, I agree, retired. I've heard that. And I think we probably looked at him. Coventry down the road, coming to Leicester, free transfer, perfect. But they've obviously looked at him and thought, nah. Schmodik's going to Ipswich, I think, is another one we possibly missed out on as well. Yeah, but I mean, Divano, we're still in the transfer window. And let's be honest with you, we see rumours in the papers. If we see rumours, that's probably only 50% of probably what's going on. There's another 50%. It's like an iceberg. You see the tip of the iceberg above the water. The biggest proportion of the iceberg is below the water. So we don't see everything that's going on. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't even seen that he'd been. I think if he'd been for medical, we would have seen something in one of the papers, or Fabrizio or John Percy would have been saying, yeah. They would have told. They would have said something. Oh, now this could be 2-0. Oh, it's a corner. That was close. That could be said for everybody retired, though, couldn't it? That was a nice move. That was a nice move. Javier, thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate that. You are very, very kind. Thank you. Boo-hoo, quite possibly. Like I say, I haven't heard, so I can't confirm or deny. Javier, that really means a lot. Thank you so very, very much. Yeah, let's face it. Are they fit? Who knows? The corner, is it? Yes, it is. It's a corner for Leicester. 3.5 minutes to go. Nearly could have had that. Could have been a goal there. Really appreciate that, Javier. Thank you, Javier. Thank you very much indeed. Winks with the corner. Everybody's thoughts on Winks taking corners? To Reed. McAteer back to Reed. Look, these players are struggling to stay on their feet. Thomas now. Oh. Ball went through towards Tom Cannon, but just a little bit too much weight on it. Time for Sheffield United, boohoo. How is it in Texas? How's it doing over there? Oh, well cut out there by Thomas. Alvis comes forward. Turns on the ball, keeps hold of it, plays it back. Gets it back again. He's certainly not lacking confidence, Alvis. Now Nelson's forward. Christensen gets a corner. Tries to get the ball across. Good passage of play here for Leicester at the moment. They are on top. Does look like they've wet themselves though with this kit and the pattern on the back. Does look like they've wet the pants. Winks is off now. Christensen to take the corner. So Winks is off for Golding. I guess there's got to be some added time on for the substitutions. Well, they haven't in the previous games. We always have trouble. I mean, hopefully we've got this new set piece coaching. Hopefully he can do something. Corners has always been a problem. Let's see what Christensen can do with this corner. Left-footed into the box. Oh, it was headed on, but McAteer comes and claims it back, though. Well played, McAteer. Back to Thomas. There. Again, Leicester haven't looked bad. All right, John, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it's just that Leicester error, really, that is splitting the teams at the moment. No, we've not been outplayed at all. Christensen, lovely take on the far side. So we are now into the first minute of stoppage time. Don't know how much has been added on. Free kick. And the commentator says he hasn't had his card out all evening. He actually has. Tom Sumari got booked after 5 minutes. No idea how much stoppage time is to be added on here. Because there's nothing gone up. Actually, Javier, no, he was okay. He was okay. Not brilliant, but look, it's a pre-season friendly who has been brilliant. Ball given away again. So into Palermo, 2.5 minutes past the 90. There's a fan here with a very big voice. Is that you, Gray, singing there? And there it is. It's all over. So 1-0 to Palermo. Did we deserve to lose? No, not at all. Did Palermo deserve to win? No, not at all. It literally was one of those games. It could have gone either way, and it was decided by an error. And I have to say, not Danny Ward errors either. It was Ricardo and Cody getting mixed up. The way it goes. It's the way it goes. I can't say not particularly disappointed, not particularly happy. Neither really. Just, you know, it was a pre-season game. Thing that annoys me, and I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Thing that annoys me is why leave the substitution so late? I get it if it's a league game, but it's a friendly. What is the point of bringing on a player in the 88th minute in a friendly? Why? 82 minutes. I mean, we made, in the last 10 minutes, we made 5 substitutions. What's that going to tell us about those players? Nothing. Thank you, Kyle. Again, I don't think you've said anything wrong there, Scott. I think Luke Thomas, surprised that he came on. I don't think he's got a future. He didn't impress me against Shrewsbury. He was being torn one off against Shrewsbury, and that's against the League One side. Did he do anything in this game? Wasn't on long enough to be judged, in fairness. Cheers, Steve Shepherd. Thank you very much. But yes, like you say, it is what it is. Season starts 3 weeks. Exactly. That is what it is going to be all about. That one. So let me just do this. Move that to there, and I will then do that. I will take that out, and let's take the score off because you all know what the score is. And we'll take that off as well. There's a few comments just before we go. It's very difficult, like I say. Anybody have a good game? It's difficult because nobody really did. Did anybody have a bad game? You could well, look, those that were on for a long time. Cody, I thought, has played well for 2 games. Samari didn't really do anything that impressed me. Mavididi and Fatawu, certainly not as effective as they were last season. Piera, doing all right. Akoli, he had a better game than the other day. He was on a lot longer. Daka, Cannon didn't do anything for the time. But he only had 10 minutes in this game. But in the last game, he didn't really have a lot to do. Didn't really do much in the 45 minutes against Shrewsbury. So he was no worse, no better than Daka. Neither of them really got the service that I think they deserved, to be honest with you. And like I say, you know, we can't judge Vestergaard. Reed, we can't judge him. McAteer, I think he's a decent player. We know about him. Nelson was only on for 8 minutes. I can't judge him. Alves, he made a couple of good runs in the 8 minutes he was on, but I thought he played well in the 45 against Shrewsbury. And Golding, did he even touch the ball? Maybe the players that got 10 minutes are the players we are looking to move on. So they were included, but only to cause less unnecessary drama. Those that came on, Cannon, not looking to move him on. Thomas, I agree. Nelson, not looking to move him on. Alves, possibly out on a loan, do you think? Golding came on with 2 minutes to go. We're not looking to knock him on. We just bought him. Indeed, look, yeah, exactly. They've played 270 minutes. In the big scheme of things, it's not a lot. Should have made the substitutions with 20 minutes to go. Paul, I still think I used to hate it when Sven used to do this for England, but he ruined England friendlies for me because he'd swap it all over at half time. For me, you know what Vestergaard can do. You know what McAteer can do. Get the likes of Christensen, Cannon, Nelson, Alves. Give them 90 minutes. Or minimum 45. Javier, again, not a big fan, I guess, of Ward. Yeah, I mean, he's on a 5-year contract. It's bloody stupid. Blame Brendan for that little cock-up. Great, I enjoyed the pub, mate. Enjoyed the pub. You got a couple of hours down there. And as Craig said, it is only a friendly game. Yes, it is. It is. It's only pre-season. And like you say, Scott, Sumare, Luke Thomas and Ward, 100%. Sumare, I really wished we were going to see something from Sumare. I really did. But absolutely haven't seen anything. He's played too long. He's played 90 minutes in the last 2 games. Nothing for me there. Thomas, if you can't produce it against, this was a player who was producing it in the Premier League. If you can't produce it against Shrewsbury in the pre-season, and he was being roasted by one of their players, no. And Ward, look, we talked a lot about Ward earlier. He's, for me, out of the 3 fit goalkeepers we've got, he should be 3rd choice. But we've got him, and while Stolicic is injured, we may need to use him. He's no Madsen Manson, is he? But, we've got to say that the defence... I mean, it's like today, we lost 1-0. He let the goal in, but it's Ricardo and Cody that cocked it up. But like I say, the season starts in 3 weeks. Now then, I always want to break into Jimmy Savile then. I'm so sorry. We got this.
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Join us at 5:00 tomorrow when we will be doing the ladies WSL Super League, Women's Super League. We'll be doing the predictions with Daisy from Devils United TV. Great friend of the channel, knows her women's football. 5:00 tomorrow, we will be doing that. So thank you to the guests. Luke's, please do go and subscribe to his channel, Leicester City Down Under. Thank you to him for coming on at half time. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and who's been included in the chat. Really do appreciate that. So thank you to everybody who's watched. And if you've been listening via your favourite podcast platform, thank you very much for lending me your ears. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss another show. Like I've just said, our next show is 5:00 tomorrow, and that's Saturday at 5, and it's the WSL Prediction League. This has been LTID TV. I've been Chris. I will be back.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.